Oh, pepperoni, you want to hang out with mommy? Let's see if we are live. Testing. Oh, we are live. Ah! Hey, y'all. What's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia Ofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Click the bell right next to it. Dink! That way you guys are notified every time I go live. So I'm back. I figured I'd go live again. I totally forgot that we had another planet retrograde. I don't know how I missed that because I have a list, but I think because I made the July list already, that was in my June list that I tossed. And I'm like, oh. But I'm also going to have another video as far as some asteroids or like some minor planets that nobody talks about that are also moving too, like Ceres and all that stuff. Made some moves as well, so I'm going to talk about those. I'm going to do that as like a recorded video real quick because no one, it does matter in your natal chart. It's just it's more intricate, so I don't want to have no distractions when I do that, so I'll probably do that as a recorded video. But anyways, guys, anywho, if you guys are new here, I do timestamps. So what I'm going to be discussing today, that way you guys are well aware, that way you can skip through after the live video, I'm going to go ahead and talk about Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So I'm going to talk about that. It's at 27 degrees right now. So we're going to go into the energy of Neptune. That way you can understand what that's all about. And then I'll do a little synopsis as far as the Pisces energy. Then we're going to mix it together. Also let you know, if you don't know what a retrograde means, you always hear the term, but a lot of you guys, what does that even mean? So we'll talk about that because I get that question a lot. And then also we're going to talk about Neptune retrograding in Pisces as a collective energy. Hi, Rhonda. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. I'm beautiful. Better than amazing, girl. I got all this energy, so I'm like, I might as well put it on YouTube. So I'm also going to talk about Neptune retrograding in Pisces, talking about self, spiritually speaking as well, money and career, love and relationships, you know how I roll. Of course, the negative and the positive energy. And I'm also going to give you a couple of things to look out for when a planet is in 27 degrees as well. I'll give you also the correlation mixing. I'll talk about Saturn in retrograde just for a snippet, because I did a video on that, so go watch that. But I'll add it in together because they're both in the same sign retrograding, and what that kind of means when you commingle the two planets together within the same zodiac sign. That way you guys can understand what that is as well. And then what's your rising? You guys always know, if you know your rising sign, I'll tell you how it plays out in the different houses, what to look for if you have Pisces in the house of 1 through 12. Like, for example, my Pisces house is my third house. So hence Saturn and Neptune are going to be in my third house of communication. So I'm going to be discussing where you have Pisces energy in houses 1 through 12, of course, positive and negative, and also give you some solutions and guidance on that. And then I think I'm going to do, I have so many decks right here. I don't know which one I'm going to go, but we'll do a collective spread as well. Some Tarotstology, right, in the mix, and some oracles as well. If you hear my cats, they're right next to me. So let's get started without further ado. Let me pull up the charts. Let's pull up the charts. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys watched my other video I did earlier today. Oh, tap into that video. I did a spread, as I said I would, for the full moon energy. And remember, we still feel the full moon energy. We'll probably be feeling it this, What are we in? Oh, today's Monday. I didn't even realize it. We'll still be feeling it. It'll be lingering. So it's actually a good spread. I feel like it's low-key timeless in a sense for everything that we're going through right now. So go ahead and check that out for all signs. I did that earlier today. So you can watch that after this or however you want to play it out. And also you can find me at vixenafterdark.com, where I'll be doing your personals and delivering those. Check your emails. I did a few. So what else? I think that's it for the announcement. So let's get started. Neptune. Okay, what is Neptune? So just so that you guys are aware, some people like to know the dates. Neptune is retrograding in the sign of Pisces. It started on the 30th, so you've probably already been feeling this delusion. Either you're being delusional or illusions or delusions playing out in life right now because of that energy, because Neptune is retrograde along with Saturn retrograding right now. So this is going on all the way up until December. Hold on. I think it's December 6th. Hold on. Yeah, it's going up. So all the way until December 6th, y'all, we're going to be feeling this energy. So this is why this video is very important. You want to maybe take notes, or you can refer back to the timestamps after you watch the video. So this adds a little bit of layer, especially when it's at 27 degrees already. This adds that layer of intensity in the mix. So let's talk about Neptune. So Neptune is known as the visionary because it rules the 12th house. That's a Pisces house, right? It's co-ruler of Pisces. Jupiter is always the first. So the 12th house, what's 12th house energy? Well, if you downloaded your chart, you'll see what you have playing out in the 12th house. 12th house is all about, the hidden realms. It's a spiritual house. It's all about the subconscious mind. It's the collective unconscious intuition as well. This is where our psyche is spoken about. Vivid dreams can play out for you, things of that nature. So in order to really grasp the energy of Neptune, it's very mystical, to say the least. It's a very mystical energy. It is all about imagination. It's about our intuition and diving really deep into the realm of the subconscious. So think of it as like a mystical guru kind of a vibe, right? It's really kind of guiding us through the dimensions that are hidden from our minds. So hence why Pisces is in here in this house, because, Pisces is all about the arts, being creative, spirituality, the psyche, the ethereal realms, things of that nature. So think of that like, think of it like, what's the word I'm looking for? The cosmic muse. I like to come up with cool little words. So it's really, with this Neptune energy retrograding, it's really helping us to, or inspiring us, I should say, to create. Okay, so hopefully you guys have something that you can tap into to where you can be creative during this time and be on the higher octave and not be in the delusion or the illusion of life. And you're creating something in some form or fashion, or making some type of movement in life. Whether that's even like, if you're not even creative, at least tapping into your higher self. It's really forcing us to all, be spiritual or go in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really forcing us to do so. So you might as well stay tuned in, tap to turn on and get spiritually connected. That way you can transcend, the material world, right? So keep in mind, Neptune can be, I like to call it the trickster planet. That hence why I said the delusion and illusion kind of a vibe. It can bring out like some hazy or foggy type of an energy into the mix as well, where we can have a blurred vision between what's an illusion and what's reality. You know what I'm saying? It's good sometimes to like be on Fantasy Island when you're creating things, but you also want to bring it to reality, right? You don't want to live on Fantasy Island by yourself with nobody there and be like, doo-doo-doo. That's when you're going to look crazy, right? So it's like wearing rose-colored glasses, is like many would like to say, making everything a little bit more beautiful, a little bit more yummy. But it's also, that can potentially be deceiving, okay? On a personal level, as far as the Neptune energy, it's going to really influence our emotions and our empathy, because we're dealing with the water sign of Pisces, right? The two fish. So it's going to definitely heighten our sensitivity. It's going to definitely heighten our compassion as well. making us a little bit more in tune to our emotions right now. So we literally are in this full moon energy about releasing and all the things, and then here goes Neptune retrograding at the same time, amongst other planets that are retrograde. Watch when all the planets go retrograde. Woo, just keep up with my channel and you're gonna be all right. So this is where, since we're forced to be in our emotions, especially with the sun in Cancer right now, this is the tendency to where a lot of people want to escape reality. They don't want to deal with self or people. It's like, you know, many people are seeking to be, you know, in solitude. Some are dealing with those illusions right now, whether it's playing in your mind or literally like in experiences that you're having right now, whatever situation that you're tapping into. And so this can bring about some unhealthy coping mechanisms as well, if you're in that state where you're just kind of lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? So in astrology, Neptune actually represents the higher octave of Venus energy. We all know Venus is in Leo right now, and Venus is actually going through, along with Chiron, they're actually in their pre-shadow of retrograde. So those are the two planets that are about to go next into retrograde. I think that'll be like 7 planets, I want to say. So while Venus is all about, you know, the earthy pleasures and relationships, Neptune tries to make it more, putting it on like more of a spiritual level, I would say. It's like all about universal love. It's all about our soul connections. It's really all about, you know, that unconditional love that blinds us all, or that binds us all. Sorry. I'm like, I probably said blind because we don't be seeing no unconditional love in this world. Shit. So feeling this energy, you know, that's why Neptune, like I said, like Pisces energy, these are our dreamers, right? So Neptune's associated with dreams, dreamers. I'm a big dreamer. I'm Pisces sun, so I have vivid dreams. I always have to have tons of dream books. So let me tell you, these are our artists. These are our visionaries. These are the people that shape our culture, and bring new ideas to the world, right? If they're not lost on Fantasy Island. Because on the flip side of that, here comes the deception, the illusions, you know, not having any boundaries. I mean, so it's kind of reminding us to stay grounded during this time, and utilize our discernment within anything that we're tapping into, okay? Because when you mix in that Pisces energy, like I said, it's the 12th sign, right? The final sign is the zodiac. So this is where our intuition kind of comes into play, our artistic expression, and having a little bit of compassion as well. Pisces are very sensitive, very deep, very loving. They're definitely connected to the spiritual realm, hence why you always hear Pisces are very psychic, or they could be our psychic mediums or do some type of spiritual work. So it's embracing all of us to, encouraging us to really embrace all of that, that intuitive side. Hence, we're already, you know, Sun in Cancer is already using our emotional intelligence and having us tap into our intuition. So now we're diving even deeper. We're going deep in, baby. Like, y'all ready to find Nemo? Let's go. Like that. We're swimming in our emotions. Some of you guys may feel like you're feeling something and you're forced to feel it. Some know what it is, some don't know what it is. It's like a deep, that's why this full moon was so intense. Because a lot of y'all probably been feeling some things. Hey Selena, what's going on? Yes, I am doing readings. After I describe what is going on with the energy. So right now, so yeah, with that Pisces energy, we're forced to go deep, okay? So it's really forcing us to embrace that intuitive side, okay? And the beauty of the unknown, okay? Because a lot of changes are happening and things of that nature. Now, what does retrograde mean, okay? Whenever we have a planet in retrograde. So think of it like hitting the rewind button, okay? It's throwing us off balance just a little bit. So picture this, it's kind of like a planet taking a step back, kind of playing tricks on us, and messing with our vibe a little bit. It's kind of like, that's why I said there can be some illusions or delusions playing out. And So it's all about reflection and introspection right now. So it's like the universe telling us to kind of slow down, take a deep breath, and kind of reassess, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in our lives. It's really time to revisit the past and it maybe tie up some loose ends, maybe figure out the starting point or the root cause of where something was initiated, why it's happening, why it's playing out, and kind of do a little bit of deep soul searching right now at this time, okay? So the areas of our life the planet rules over, depending on what house it's playing out for you, which I'm going to discuss later, it might get a little jumbled, okay? We might face some challenges, we might face some delays when a planet is retrograding, okay? And, excuse me. Oh, hold on. Now, retrogrades aren't all bad. Everyone always thinks, you know, like when people say, Mercury's drinking the Kool-Aid, it's retrograde, I heard my exes are coming back. You know, it's not all bad sometimes when we have a planet that's retrograding, guys. So this can be a blessing in disguise for the most part. It can give you a chance to really peep some shit and learn and grow from it and move on, you know, level up. So it's really time to kind of like dig deep during this time, gain some new perspectives, and really make some serious moves, okay? Especially when it goes back direct, okay? That way we can figure things out now. Like I said, tap those loose ends, and then, okay, boom, we back to that pace again, right? Oh, you're in Aries. I'm an Aries moon. Sorry to cut you off again. You feelings out the chat energy, or are you doing sign by sign? We'll see when we get there. So let me just finish this out and then I'm going to get to the readings and stuff. If you want a personal reading, if you can't wait for something, you can always go to vixenfnark.com. I'm always over there, just so that you're aware. I also did readings earlier today. If you want to go check that out. If you don't want to hear this part of this video, because I'm going to wait till the end to do readings on this one, you can watch the other one. As far as specific readings, it's all time stamped there. You might find a message in that for your sun, moon, or rising, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and tap in. Let's tap into the collective energy, guys, as far as what we're all going to be feeling or what we have been feeling since June 30th, as far as self, right? Spiritually speaking. So on a positive note, with Neptune in retrograde in Pisces, like I said earlier, this is going to be like an invitation for you to tap in spiritually, you know, to really dive deep on that side, okay? It's kind of like a wake-up call for you to really, we got to get connected to our higher self at some point, you know what I'm saying? We got to get connected, okay? So trust your intuition at this time, honey baby, please, because Sun is in Cancer too. Ooh-wee. And plus, we have Saturn in Pisces in retrograde as well. So, you know, people can really talk a good game. They can sell you a pipe dream during this time. So this is why it's really good to hear this out. Ooh, excuse me. Because you got to watch out, because Neptune's really tricky, like I was saying earlier, which can bring in the confusion, the illusions, and it'll make you even question yourself. You'll be like, am I good enough? Like, oh, why can't I do this? Or why aren't they texting me back? Why aren't they calling back? Or like, you start to doubt yourself with this energy. This is why you have to be careful and you have to stay grounded, okay? You have to stay aware. You got to be authentic. Just keep it real. Keep it a whole buck with somebody in the midst of conversation, or even people that you're dealing with at work, family members, even your goddamn kids, okay? Even with yourself, honey. If you lie to somebody else, you lying to yourself. So don't get lost in this dreamy haze that Neptune can really pump out, especially when it comes to love and relationships. So Neptune energy, now on the other token, on a positive note, it can really amp up the romantic vibes within the love and relationships. Like, you can get real cozy and yummy and makes you just want to be all lovey-dovey, you know, all that Pisces energy. Pisces likes to be felt, touched, rubbed, hugged, you know, all that yummy stuff that can come with it. So it can make love and relationships, if you guys are on the higher octave together, it can make you feel like you guys are in a fairy tale together. So, you know, it's kind of like, think of it like, I like to call it, let's call it a cosmic love potion in a sense, if you guys are really there. So it can really intensify really any type of connection or ship that you're sailing, whether you're just dating someone or you just have a crush on somebody, or, you know, you outside looking in from afar at the window, this, oh, who's that? TikTok, do your job. Like, go find him. Yeah, like you can really be falling for people. So, you know, and it can really bring, you know, even friendships, business partnerships, it can really kind of bring people together in that aspect. But you already know what I'm about to say. You have to be very cautious with this energy as well, because it can blur the boundaries, right? Remember, an unhealed version of a Pisces, they have no boundaries. So you have to also think of that side too. So this can also create that energy. Neptune and Pisces can create that unrealistic expectations. It's like you want to feel this way in the connection, so you on fantasy island with it, thinking it's going to go here and there, and it's that person, y'all didn't even talk about it, you just had it all in your head. Yeah, we're gonna U-Haul, we're gonna live together, we're gonna get married, we're gonna have a baby, you know, all the things. And they're like, they don't even want kids. Like, you probably haven't even met the person yet. Like, it can be all these unrealistic expectations, aka living on fantasy island, right? So you can get caught up in a fantasy in your own head, and it ain't even real. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of keep the communication very clear, very black and white. Try not to beat around the bush when it comes to any ships that you may be sailing, and make sure whatever love you have for people, it stays grounded, right? Now, as far as money and career plays into the mix, because you also have to remember Saturn is retrograding in Pisces too. But just, I'm going to separate that in a second. But Neptune retrograding in Pisces can have kind of a mixed impact on money and finances and career right now at this time. On a positive note, like I was saying earlier, Pisces is very creative, right? So like right now I'm going live when I could be doing anything else in the world, and you know, I don't celebrate holidays, so here I am, I'm doing my passion, you know what I'm saying? Then on the back end, after I get off live, I'm going to create even more stuff, you know what I'm saying? So you can get very creative with whatever it is you're tapping into, using that CEO, big dick boss type of energy, and to really bring in the bacon. Okay, whatever, even if you're an artist, this would be a grand time to go hit the studio, write some poetry, write some songs, draw, whatever artistic flair that you have. This would be a grand time to do so. Even maybe even create something cool for your partner or your loved ones, you know what I'm saying? Like make something for them or something like that. Some people are probably diving into that. So think of it like it's kind of like that muse energy, right? You know, that muse energy, just whispering all these ideas in your head. Because Pisces, they can come up with all these creative ideas, but it's up to them to really take action and put it into play. That's the thing. But we do have Mars in Leo, which is the planet of action. So some people are taking action. That's why you may have felt people coming back in and expressing they love, and oh, you're the one, and all this stuff. It's like, what? Where you been at? How come you coming back now all of a sudden? Because also, you know, we got that Venus pre-retrograde too. So as far as the money and career, though, as I was stating earlier, Neptune retrograding can also bring in some financial illusions, okay? So you have to be careful with your spending right now at this time, especially depending on what house it's playing in. I'll talk about that later. Avoid any get-rich-quick schemes. Cross all your T's, dot all your I's. If people are giving you contracts as far as any financial opportunities, make sure you're reading the fine print and what you're tapping into, and stay really realistic and grounded and practical with that Taurian stellium that we have playing out too, when it comes to your career goals, okay? You got to keep your eyes wide open and hustle smart. Now, since Neptune is at a 27 degree, now this can create a lot of spiritual awakenings, okay? A lot of people may have many spiritual awakenings that's coming through on a deep level, okay? A lot of insight too, whether this is about self or the people that are around you. It's kind of like the universe giving you like a cosmic nudge to really explore spirituality in the 27th degree, and really connect with the divine on a deeper level. So like I said, again, I'm going to keep saying it. Trust your intuition and your gut. When you feel something, you know it, go with it. Tap into that inner wisdom, okay? Because this can really be, especially with this full moon energy playing out, it can really reveal some illusions, baby, okay? And deception, okay, with that Pisces energy. So you might have been unaware of this whole time. Neptune's been in Pisces for a while now. And now you're probably front center stage. It's probably in your face. Okay, so your foundation might get shaken up a little bit. Your beliefs might get shaken up a little bit, especially maybe on a grander scale as far as what's playing out in a global standpoint. You might see certain TikTok, Instagram videos talking about money and all this stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to bring it to the channel, but you already know. You've probably been seeing it. So this would be a grand opportunity to really confront those illusions and delusions that you may have playing out. Hopefully you get some grand support that's around you, some good friends that want the best for you, so that you can seek the truth and really open your eyes, take off the rose-colored glasses, and use your discernment during this time, okay? You got to really channel your emotions during this time as well, because I'm telling you, use your imagination and put it towards your craft right now. Like, that would be the best bet for you instead of worrying about Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, if you're into some art, if you're into music, if you're into writing, or any other form of creative expression, would be highly ideal right now. That way you won't set yourself up for any more squares or oppositions or challenges later to come, okay? Now, I'm going to mix in a little bit of that Saturn retrograde in Pisces. I did a video on that. You can watch that to the full extent if you want some more details on it. But pretty much think of it as like the cosmic taskmaster, taskmaker, I should call it. It's like throwing major tests to everybody right now. So it's forcing us to really look at the long-term goals right now, okay? And find a way to lay down some solid foundation. So while Neptune is retrograding in Pisces, along with Saturn side by side, you can use this Saturn energy and alchemize it to make sure that you stay structured and you're not on Fantasy Island. That's how you can use Saturn energy right now. Think of what you want to do, what you want to work on, what you want to tap into, and really work hard on your dreams and get creative with that. Because you can't fall off the mark with this Saturn energy. The Saturn energy going retrograde in Pisces is really looking at it, forcing you to be like boss up and really handle business. Like, that's really the energy. But you also got to think Saturn is the planet of discipline and structure, right? So it can really be, it's like, I feel like, how do I say it? We can have some setbacks, right? We can have some delays and we can have challenges in that area, especially when it comes to money or career, right? But it's all about being more solution-based. So whenever you have a challenge or an obstacle that you're facing, it's a test. It's like, how bad do you want it? Like, let's say, for example, something happens while I'm doing my work or something like that, or whoever have you, or whatever have you. You know what I mean? You're doing something in the midst of working on something, you're creating something doesn't go out your way. How are you going to react and respond to it? So it's testing you, how bad do you want it, aka. So you got to know that, sorry, Pepper, are you going to be disciplined? Are you going to be structured? Are you going to be dedicated, I should say? Are you going to be focused on it? Are you going to keep hustling, or are you going to give up? Okay. So you can't let temporary obstacles really, shake your hustle right now during this time. So let's kind of combine. So if you combine both planets being next to each other, so they're probably playing out in one of your houses right now. You probably have multiple planets or some stellium in one of your houses right now. 2 or more planets is a stellium in the same zodiac sign. So think of Saturn and Neptune coming together. It's kind of like a clash of the Titans in a sense. Clash of all these cosmic energies that are playing out. On one hand, you've got the Neptune dreamy vibe that might have you drifting away onto Fantasy Island thinking, oh my God, we're going to get married. We're going to do this, or I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? And getting lost on Fantasy Island. And then you have Saturn retrograde energy, which is bringing you back down to earth. It's like, hello, step away from the clouds, come back down here, reminding you to stay practical and disciplined and all the things, right? So this combo can be like a little bit of a tricky dance. So you got to embrace Neptune's inspiration and creativity and let Saturn's discipline kind of guide you during this time. So use this dreamy energy to really fuel your ambitions. Like I said, if you hopefully you've got something creative going on, you're not worried about Tom, Dick, and Harry. And is he gonna love me? Is he gonna text me? Am I pregnant? Like, you know, you gotta like, you have to do what's best for you right now. You know, you can't be worried about some dude. If clearly, if he wanted to be with you, he'll be right next to you, right? So you got to be very grounded. You got to be practical. You got to find a balance, especially when it comes to having your own personal space, doing some shadow work, working on yourself. That way you're not projecting and you're worried about what's on your table. You know, you building your legs under your table and putting appetizers, meals, you know what I'm saying? All the things. You might be worried about the wrong thing, which could you being on Fantasy Island. So let's go ahead into the houses, guys, really quick. I'm just going over the houses before I tap into these readings here. So what is your rising sign? Okay. So if you're an Aries rising, it's going to be in your 12th house. Taurus rising, 11th house. Gemini rising, 10th house. Cancer rising, 9th house. Leo rising, 8th house. Virgo rising, 7th. Libra rising 6th, Scorpio rising 5th, Sag rising 4th, Cap rising 3rd, Aquarius rising 2nd, and of course Pisces rising, it's always in the 1st house. Whenever a planet is playing out in a certain sign, it's always going to be in the 1st house, y'all. That's how you can figure it out. So let's get started with all of the houses. Okay, I can wait. I was just wondering. Oh, no worries. I mean, thanks for tuning in. I wasn't going to do this video live. I was actually going to record it. But I know you guys like those spreads and stuff like that. So, first house. We all know first house is our self, our identity. So, Neptune retrograde in the first house can really enhance your intuition. You know, and enhance your spiritual connection that you have. You could even tap into doing something creative for you, whatever that may be, and really embracing your inner self. Okay. Take these off. Ooh. And you might be in the mode to really explore your dreams, and whatever talents that you may have right now during this time. So you might be all super geeked up and might want to get things done during this time as well. Okay. Whatever gift, talent, or skill set that you have. Okay. But you have to be cautious when it's in your first house, because there can be a lot of deception that plays out in the first house. Like I said, you can have an illusion or delusion in your mind, which can make you go crazy. So you might have lost touch with reality in some form or fashion during this time. So you got to watch out for getting lost into some type of fantasies, or not seeing yourself clearly during this time. Okay, so really use this energy, I would say, when it's in your first house to really practice self-care, self-reflection, and try and seek clarity through any hobbies that you may have. You can even meditate, journal, you know, all those little exercises and things like that. All those tools to kind of really help you out. Okay. Second house. So we all know second house is a Taurus house. It's our finances and things that we value, right? So Neptune retrograding in here, there could be a little bit of instability as far as your financial factor right now, okay? So you have to be mindful of any unrealistic, or I should say any impulsive spending during this time, okay? Or doing anything that's unrealistic when it pertains to any financial opportunities that come your way. Like I said, make sure you cross all your T's, dot your I's, look at the fine print of everything, because somebody might be selling you a pipe dream. Hence, we also have Saturn in retrograde Pisces too. So that energy mixed together, it can look real good and sound all real good. Like, hey, you know what? We want to sponsor you. We're going to give you some clothes. We're going to pay you, all that stuff. And then they don't pay you $1. You know what I'm saying? They made it sound good. You was all geeked up and excited and you were so excited that you didn't really do your due diligence and really look at everything in the contract, okay? You got wet real quick. So you got to be careful of that. So you have to really reevaluate maybe the things that you also value in life right now during this time. Your priorities may have changed, okay? So, and also whatever material possessions you have. Maybe getting the shoes and the $3,000 purses and, you know, the wigs and all that stuff, it don't matter no more. Maybe you would rather take that money and put it somewhere else. So hence why your values may have changed. You might start selling stuff that you have in your house so that you can make your dreams a reality during this time. So use this energy to really create a budget for yourself, and to really consider your financial choices. That way they can align with the things that you value now, okay? Because how everything's playing out in the world right now, as far as us talking about digital money and all this stuff, the bank situations, you know, people might be looking towards other things. Their values and priorities may have changed, okay? Third house, this is where it's happening for me. Oh, dang. So third house, as far as this is a third house of communication, this is a Gemini house, and it's all about learning, right? So while Neptune is retrograding in this third house here, there could be, as far as in the midst of conversing with other people, you can have some misunderstandings or some type of deception that's being played out. It could also be your thoughts, you know, whatever you're thinking or creating in your mind. So you got to be careful in the third house not to really create any false delusions for yourself. You might think that a person feels this way when really it's a complete opposite, or you may think something's going to play out this way when it's not, or you may think you live in this land with this person and this is going to happen and it's really going to be the opposite too. So you got to just be careful. So lots of misunderstandings and rumors, okay? There can be some rumors playing out, or you can be the rumor starter. You can say something outside of your neck and you might not be able to take that back, because once you say something, either you're recorded, screenshotted, someone's going to make you not forget what you said. You can't delete the text message. You can't, you know, unresend the email, whatever it is. Like, you be very careful and mindful when these two planets are in your third house, okay? However, this can really stimulate the way that you speak, the way that you talk, the way that you act, your thinking, your imagination, okay? Because it's your mind. So, you know, whether this is through writing, speaking, whatever arts you have. So I would say to make the most of this energy, you want to really practice active listening skills. Maybe listen more than talk. That way you can see all perspectives. You can read the energy in the room. You can check the temperature before you just walk into a conversation. You think you know what they're talking about, and you really just look stupid when you explain something. They're like, what are you talking about? So you got to kind of be careful. Read the room first, and you should be doing this at all times anyways. So, you know, confirm you know what's playing out before you open your mouth, pretty much, or before you share anything with anybody, or even on social media. So, you know, there you have that third house. What's wrong, Pepper? You okay? Fourth house. We all know fourth house is all about home and family, you guys. This is a Cancer house. We're in Cancer season right now during this time. So with Neptune retrograde during the fourth house, there can be some type of emotional confusion as far as within yourself, if you are thinking of yourself as home, or within your family or your roommates or kids, whoever you live with in close quarters. This can even be your neighborhood, okay? But it's more like family knitted. So you might even find it very difficult to find yourself during this time. You might feel like lost in the sauce right now. So you might struggle with trying to find your place as far as, you know, like fitting in a sense. So you might have to establish some healthy boundaries, protect your energy, some spiritual cleansing, things of that nature. Check on your mental health, your emotional well-being when it's in the house of 4. But on the positive side to this, you can really deepen your connection, spiritually speaking, as far as your roots. Like, this might be you, I don't know, downloading like Gene Key and human design and using all these cool tools, tap into astrology, looking at all these videos on YouTube, really diving deep into self and really trying to figure things out, figure other people out, find esoteric information or something like that. You can really dive deep. And you can also use this energy to really create a nice harmonious space within your home. Like, find some type of space where you won't be interrupted by kids or interrupted by your husband or wife or girlfriend, boyfriend, or roommates, whatever. Make sure you have a nice creative space or a comforting space for yourself during this time, because you're going to need an outlet. So create like a nice environment. You might even redo your backyard or your front yard. or something of that nature, right? Fifth house. So we all know fifth house is all about creativity, romantic partnerships. So when Neptune's retrograding here, you can really tap into your creative pursuits. Use that Pisces energy to create something. This can be as small as like, I don't know, you and your kids creating something, or you creating something for your man or your girl or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Getting real, be different, being unique within the relationship. Like, I don't know, putting cute little made up sticky notes or creating a nice little collage of pictures of you guys or something like that. Like, here you go, I made this for you. You know, like those thoughtful gifts, you know, that store that they have where you can personalize something like that. You might do something like that. You might even tap into whatever your creative pursuits are, as far as like building something, creating something, making something. But you also have to be mindful. This is a romantic relationship kind of a house. So be aware of those illusions that could be playing out. You could have a crush on somebody that you see online, and you're trying to really gain their attention in the most jacked up ways, because we also have Mars and Venus in Leo right now. So you can be getting attention, but seeking the wrong attention from the wrong people, places, and things, because you're in fantasy island, just obsessed with someone, like, to, you know, where, how far ever you want to take it, but they don't even see you, and you're trying to make yourself be known. So you got to be really careful of those delusions that you could play out in romantic connections or relationships that you may want to have. Okay. So it's really important to utilize your discernment, be very genuine when it comes to your connections, be very authentic, because you can have like, you could even be experiencing like deceptive attractions to you. You know, like it could be like a whole, like, what's that TV show they used to have where you could like a whole fake profile, and they go out there and they go meet them, and catfish. It could be a whole catfish. So you got to be careful too. You know what I'm saying? Because either you're dishing out energies in these houses, or you're going to be receiving it. So either or. So I would say in a house of 5, use this energy to really create some cool activities, really explore your artistic mediums and things of that nature, and really practice your discernment when it comes to the matters of the heart. So 6th house. I need to slow down and breathe, because I feel like I have so much energy, guys, right now. You have no idea. So 6th house, we all know 6th house is all about health. It's all about work. So Neptune retrograding, you can have some type of confusion playing out here as far as, you know, at work. You can have like a lack of clarity on the things that you want to do based off of your diet, the things that you're eating, the things that you're putting in your body, whatever you're drinking and feeding your vessel. This can also cause confusion and delusion as well. You could be lethargic, tired, and this could be vices. This could be, you know, whatever you're putting in your body, smoking, drinking, you know, all those things, whatever you're ingesting, this can cause you to, you know, you got to really pay attention to those kind of details. This can really take a toll on your health. So also with this Pisces energy, you got to pay attention when this is in the house of 6, because this is where people can escape the most, in the house of 6. Okay. So because of unrealistic expectations. So you have to really be careful, whatever it is that you're tapping into as far as work, or when it comes to health and things of that nature. Be careful not to overindulge in things or try new things at this time. Like, here, try this gummy, and like all of a sudden your face blow up and shit, and you ain't going outside. You know, you got to be careful. So on the positive note though, with that Pisces energy, you got to really think. Now you're probably seeing how foods are playing out in real life, in real time. They're like, oh, the food's bad, the water's bad, everything's bad. Just grow your own garden and blah, blah, blah. And GMO, non-GMO, vegan, all this stuff, right? So instead of going to the doctor, you probably, in a house of 6, you might think of like a holistic approach to healing and things of that nature. You know, in that way you can also spiritually grow. You know that, oh yeah, I picked this plum off the tree that I grew, so I'm going to eat it. I'm going to be okay. And I'm going to use like lemon and ginger and all, and eucalyptus oils and stuff like that to get rid of whatever I have going on in my chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it probably look like. So use this energy to really practice like self-care routines. Okay. I would also say try and maintain a nice, healthy work-life balance during this time, and really explore it really dive deep into exploring alternative healing practices as well. And also, whatever you're intaking in your body and ingesting, be mindful of that. Okay. So let's move on to house 7. So seventh house is all about partnerships and relationships, guys. So Neptune's retrograding here. Well, you already know what I'm gonna say. Put it in the comments down below if you already know what I'm gonna say. So as far as any kind of ship you're sailing, this can definitely bring some confusion to whatever ships that you have sailing going on right now. So you got to be cautious not to have any unrealistic expectations. You know, really thinking, like I said, you want to get married, they don't. You're over here, oh yeah, one day we're gonna get married and have a baby, and y'all over here arguing every goddamn day. You don't know, you don't get no text messages, no phone calls, no nothing. Nothing's playing out. It's like the complete opposite, but you're living in this fantasy in your mind. Like, yeah, one day it's gonna happen. You're just waiting and waiting, and nothing happens. Like, no progress. So you got to be careful, and you got to remove the rose-colored glasses from any ships that you're sailing right now at this time, and be realistic. Okay. So this is where you can also really kind of deepen connections that you have. So let's say, for example, you're interested in somebody, you're very intrigued, you're attracted to somebody, they're attracted to you. It's a mutual connection, chemistry, whatever. So this is your chance to now figure out where their mind's at. You know, are they tuned and tapped and turned on like you or not? You know what I mean? Like, where are they at with it? You guys might, but be careful. You don't want to just only be trauma bonding with no solutions either, but you do want to go deep on a soul level with somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is like past the surface level bullshit or whatever. You want to just go real deep. Like, I'm talking real deep. Like, ask them questions, okay? So I would say when you're learning someone new, you have to really practice empathy in your connections. Use that Pisces energy to do so. You know, and also be open, be honest. That way you don't create any more squares and oppositions for yourself later. And set some healthy relationship boundaries. And hold a little bit more compassion when it comes to where other people came from, or where whatever their point of view is, or seeing their perspective. Like I said, watch and let things play out first before you open your mouth. And that's for everybody, not just people dealing in the third house. So 8th house. Okay, so 8th house we have here. 8th house is a Scorpio house. So this is all about transformation and intimacy, right? So when it comes to Neptune retrograding here, this will pretty much intensify your emotions right now, like real deep in the trenches. You'll actually probably even like have a whole spiritual awakening in this house. It's like you'll have a whole new understanding of like anything spiritually speaking, like any mysteries that were in your life or that are playing out right now that are on media or something like that. You'll discover the hidden like agenda behind it and get all Nancy Drew in it and all that. So but on the flip side to that, you got to remember, of course, the delusions can play out. That's pretty much the name of the game right now. Like, I don't know if y'all see the underlying pattern of this, but lots of confusion and deception. And when it comes to, like, let's say if you're sharing resources with anybody, sharing anything with anybody, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you can handle this energy and the other person can't, and y'all share the car, or somebody has the key to your house, or so there's so many scenarios that can play out with shared resources. I can go on for days with that. So what you want to do is utilize this energy to really engage in exploring yourself, right? Making sure that you good on the up and up and you're not in a delusion. And go deep in your psyche, because you can control that. You can't, if you're trying to figure out somebody else right now, it's like wrong timing. Like, it's wrong timing for that. If you're really trying to pull cards on a person, like, and you're trying to figure out what they want, where they going, you have to go to the horse's mouth during this time. Uh-oh. Here I go. Here it goes. YouTube be tripping. Put a 1 if you guys can hear me. See, this is why I'm probably not even going to do a spread. I hate doing late night readings. This is when all the trolls are out and stuff. But I wanted to get this out for you guys. Let me make sure you guys can hear me right now. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. Are we on 9th house? I think we're on 9th house. 9th house? I'm pulling it up. Okay. So 9th house. 9th house is all about higher learning and expansion. So Neptune retrograding in the 9th house. This is a Sag house. So you can really change your beliefs, your morals, your values when it comes to the 9th house as well. You might tap into esoteric information or spiritual philosophies and things of that nature and dive a little bit deeper and figure out really what's what and figure out the truth or try and find the truth of anything. You might be interested in all of that and seeking that type of information or knowledge, okay? And go deeper and find the deeper meaning of like, why am I called Puerto Rican and Cuban? Like, you know, where did my ancestors come from? You know, stuff like that. But you have to be aware of misinformation. Like I said, Neptune and Saturn are in Pisces right now, and it's all about illusion and delusion. So somebody could tell you a whole lie and you believe it. So you have to utilize your discernment, utilize your intuition, utilize your gut when you are taking in information. Do your own research, right? And also, too, people can spiritually escape during this time as well. All right. So, meaning, you know, when you find out a whole bunch of things, let's say you're new to the spiritual realm and it's like once you learn something, you can't unlearn it. And now you're diving deeper and deeper into these rabbit holes. You might just be like, screw everything. I'm over it. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful of that, too. So just use this energy to really explore different spiritual practices, I would say. Like if you want to learn something different or tap into different tools and things of that nature, especially when you're studying like metaphysics, anything philosophical in the house of 9, you know, maybe even get outside of where you live, your environment, to travel to somewhere else or another country to really learn whatever's there and things of that nature, okay? So let's do house number 10. So 10th house is all about career and public image, you guys. So this can be, this can bring confusion within like you not being certain as far as, should I start a business or should I still continue working this job? I don't know if I can be an entrepreneur. I don't know if I have, you know what I mean? You might be questioning all of that stuff. Like, what should I be doing? What should I be getting into? I have a whole list of things that I want to do, you know? I would say write a list of skills first, then write a list of hobbies, and then see which ones are more realistic and practical that you can tap into now. And then that'll kind of like, you'll try find ways to keep narrowing your list down and then see what you see yourself doing that doesn't feel like work. And then also, you know, kind of what you want to tap into as well. And then you also can use other things on the list as far as once you do find out those 1 or 2, 3 things that you want to tap into now, you can use the other things as just fun outlets for you whenever you are in a state of like questioning your abilities and things of that nature. So, and it's also public image too. So this is the fake it till you make it energy. Like so many of those people out there, they're like acting like this and that. And then, you know, you call them out on something and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people you can fall into this category, or you could be watching this play out. So just be cautious of any unrealistic ambitions that you may have during this time. Don't get caught up in illusion of success. So use it to really inspire, you know, get creative. What do you want to tap into, right? You know, whatever it is as far as professionally, what do you want to do? You know, what aligns with you right now? Like as far as career too, you might want to like, I don't know, fly planes or something. I don't know, like you might want to do yoga, be a yoga instructor, who knows? Make sure it aligns with your spiritual values too. Okay, because when you feel it in your gut and your core and your soul and it feels so good, it hits different when you're putting the work in. Okay, so utilize this energy to really set realistic goals when it's in your 10th house. Seek guidance from maybe friends. If you hopefully you have some mentors that you can tap into as well during this time. That way you can kind of infuse their ideas with yours, or putting two heads together is normally sometimes way better than one. It might help you to see another perspective of something, or look at something at a different angle. That way you can start taking action on it, and it just won't be sitting here as an idea with that Pisces energy and you don't do nothing with it. So you have to be careful of that. Okay. 11th house. So oh, I feel like I have to burp. Hold on. 11th house, it's all about friendships and community. So while Neptune's retrograding, as far as like friendships, there can be blurred lines between friends. It could be like a homeboy that's saying, oh yeah, we best friends with each other for 5 years, and all of a sudden they get the googly eyes and wear the rose colored glasses, and you know, y'all have a drunken night one time out, and then all of a sudden it just turns into something else. You know what I'm saying? A blurred line. Now it's like, y'all don't want to tell anybody what y'all did, so here goes next day, y'all hanging out with everybody at the backyard barbecue or whatever, and it's like y'all looking at each other, and now it's all weird energy now, and it's like, damn, I hope nobody finds out. Oh my god, so what are we, friends? Are we what are we? Just hook up? Like, what are we? Am I a side piece? Is that my side piece? Like, is that it's like all this confusion, right? So that can happen. You know, some type of delusion, and maybe even your social circles could be playing out, however that looks for you. So just be very mindful of any type of deceptive influences that you have within your circle. So really check that out. You should be able to see with this full moon energy too, playing out who was who and what was what. That should have been already playing out, especially in Gemini season. But be mindful of that, okay? And don't lose sight of your own values by like people pleasing or trying to fit in with everybody. Be careful of that. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, oh yeah, they're cool people and this and that, and they could be really like so not into you. They don't care what you got. They care about maybe the money in your pockets, because you always buying everything. You got the money for the Airbnb and the plane tickets and dinners and all that stuff. So you gotta be careful. You gotta peep game on that. On a positive note though, you can, you know, create some deeper connections. You can create some deeper connections as well. Deeply connected to whatever your social circles are. You can really dive in, getting to know people. What do they like? What do they don't like? And things of that nature. You can also, sorry, I'm getting distracted by these messages. Okay. You can also, connect to the collective consciousness, right? What is everybody tapping into? What's going on? Be on the up and up and things of that nature. So use this energy, I would say, nurture those authentic connections, the ones where it doesn't feel like work. It's just like a whole vibe. You guys catch up, you guys dive deep, you guys are open, you're honest. Dive into those, you know, the more genuine connections, I would say. The ones that actually where people have substance going on. It's like it feels very meaningful. They can give you knowledge. You can learn from one another, you know, stuff like that. Help push each other up, not break each other down. You know, some of you guys with this Pisces energy might even tap into more spiritual communities and things of that nature and see what's going on, and, you know, open the blinds a little, you know, tap into some spaces, some rooms, some lives, you know, to see what's going on. That way you can learn and stuff like that. 12th house. 12th house is a spiritual house. This is a Pisces house. So, you know, this is like pretty much home for Neptune. So this is just going to be amplified here if it's in your 12th house. And you got to remember, anytime Neptune is at home right now. So anytime any planets are home, it's where, think of yourself at home. I always like to give this this gist about it. Everyone thinks it's always a good thing when a planet's at home, like, oh cool, it's gonna be all peaches and cream. Well, wait a minute, you gotta kind of think, when any kind of planet is at home chilling, and Pisces has been at, or Neptune's been at home in Pisces, it gets a little too comfortable. So what does this look like in real life, in 3D? Well, this looks like, you know, when you're home, let's say you were in Paris for a week and you finally got off the plane and you're like, I just want my own bed. So you come home, you're walking around with your drawers off, you know, with your cha-chas hanging out. You know, it's like you're letting things kind of slide. Like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to clean the bathroom. I don't feel like it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do laundry, but I don't feel like it. Oh, I cooked dinner. We can do dishes later. Let's just watch a movie. So it can get a little lazy, okay? So you got to think same things going on right now in Neptune and Pisces. There can be some duties, responsibilities, and obligations that could be getting neglected, especially 12th house energy. So this can really intensify all those spiritual experiences. Some people probably already seen, you know, other things with their eyes, you know, other realms or whatever have you. They're just starting to, you know, little things at the corner of the eye, whatever. If you're experiencing any of that kind of stuff, that could be happening to you. Some people might want to be alone when it's in the 12th house. Like you want to probably step away from conversing with other people and dive deeper into self and really get into spiritual practices. You might be tapping into learning Reiki or doing sound baths and stuff like that, you know, whatever have you. So you have to be careful though. Like I said, when Neptune's at home in the house of 12, this is the escape energy that Pisces has. Remember, this is the delusions, fantasy island, you know, deceiving yourself, you know, into thinking something's great when it's really not. And you have no one to tell you that it ain't. So you got to use this energy to really, I would say, if you do want to be alone, like accept that, like own it. You know what I mean? It's good to be alone. You know, so I feel like a lot of people are afraid to be alone or they're scared. Like, I'm bored. I need somebody. That's that codependent energy. So maybe work on that if that's you. But I would say appreciate your peace and solitude if you can, and so that you can get things done and be on your grind. Self-reflect. You know what I'm saying? Practice being mindful with everything that you do. Set intentions with everything that you tap into. Seek guidance if you need to. My website is vixenafterdark.com. No, shameless plug, but you have to find some trusted spiritual sources, the ones that are going to keep it real, like how my channel is. You know what I'm saying? I might hit you where it hurts, but it's for your betterment. You know what I'm saying? It's like me giving you constructive criticism and not trying to put you down either. So that's that for the houses, guys. What time is it? Okay, we're an hour in, so yes, I can definitely do some readings. Let's tap in. So, I want to do a collective energy right now. This is the deck for the illusion and delusions that could be playing out. So this deck keeps it all the way real. So we're going to use this one as far as the collective energy. You guys don't forget to thumbs up the video as you're watching. Helps the video circulate and percolate. So we're just going to check the temp to see what we need to be aware of as a collective with this Neptune retrograding in Pisces during this time, all the way up until December. And then after that, I'll do, do I have the wheel? Yes, I have the wheel, so I can do individual signs. All right. What's going on with the collective? What do we need to be aware of when Neptune is in Pisces, along with Saturn in Pisces? Okay, so you guys know I read reversals here as well. So let's see what plays out. Okay, this one. What do we have here? It's already getting juicy. It's already getting juicy. Dang, I can't pick this up. I have a glass table. actually kind of hard to pick up these cards here. I'll put this over here. Okay. So we've got a lot of reversals, guys. So many people may be in a delusion or playing out or thinking of some type of illusions in their mind. So for the most part, let's check it out here. Let's see what we got going on. And the reason why I said that, you guys, is because we have the moon and the high priestess out. Like, boom, that's already like illusions and delusions that are playing out. I like these cards because they don't have meanings on them. It's just like, how do I call it? It's more so like little quote things. They're kind of cute. They're really cute. I don't know. I like them. So for the most part, you have high priestess, of course, and the moon. We just had the full moon. So, you know what I'm saying? That could have revealed some ugly truths for people. You could have recognized that you're like, you know what? Maybe this relationship isn't going to work out. Or maybe I can't do this entrepreneurship thing. Or maybe my ideas were so far-fetched, they're not even realistic right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the moon could have been playing out for you. You know, some type of like inconsistency or instability or something of that nature probably played out for you. The moon is Pisces energy. But the moon rules Cancer. We are in Cancer season as well. You know, so I would say, because the moon is both, I feel like. So a little bit of silence. You know what I'm saying? You could be silent. You could be in solitude, really reflecting on these things and looking at them and thinking about them and figuring out what's my next move? Where do I go from here? How do I get out of this situation that I'm in, that I put myself in or whatever? So there could have been some type of deception that was revealed to you. I'm not surprised. And maybe it's like telling you, okay, now we have to use our intuition, right? Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Utilize your gut and intuition during this time. I feel like because the high priestess reverse is telling you that you're not doing that, you know, in some form or fashion. So we just kind of got to look at something using our intellect and our wisdom in a sense as well, to making sure that whatever it is that we are carrying out is for our highest good. Okay. It's more like, I would say something came to the surface, and now that you're aware of it, you kind of have to deal with it. No matter how it's playing out. This could be, I don't know, something happened at work with a colleague. Something happened with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever you're talking to right now. It's not so great information that you found out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever's playing out. This could, family member, friend, however it's playing out for you. Even just self, you finding out, damn, I was really creating a whole bunch of like scenarios in my mind that just weren't even happening. They're not even real. You know what I'm saying? It could be as easy as that. So you just have to change your morals, values, beliefs, or check them. I would say that'd be the name of the game. Some of you guys are dealing with a little bit, it was painful. That's why I brought up breakups and stuff, because you have the Three of Swords in reverse. This could have been with another person. This is you maybe removing yourself from a friend group at work, or from your actual best friends or group that you were hanging out with. You found out, oh, maybe they just did want me for my money and they really didn't give a fuck about me. So it's like, you got to move on. This could have been, like I said, in a relationship. It could be very painful. It can hurt. It's not playing out that you want, the way that you wanted it to play out. They have the way that they think about and the way that they want to go about the connection. You have your own way. And now it's like you guys are in cahoots. I don't like Three of Sword energy. It's very sad. You could be confused about the situation. Like, what do I do with him? Do I talk to them? Do I call them? Do I text them? You could be sitting there thinking of somebody else during this time, especially because we have a holiday coming up. A lot of people don't work. A lot of people, that's when you think of family and seeing your loved ones or being around them. Now it's like, damn, am I even going to see this person? You know, you could be thinking of all different kinds of stuff. So lots of mental alienation and confusion could be playing out in your mind. So, you know, that's never no fun. There could be some type of distaste that you may feel during this time. I just hope you get through it, you know, I really do. Because we do also have the Nine of Swords in reverse, okay? Same concept, pretty much for the most part. It's like sleepless nights, having those nightmares, Someone or something is keeping you up at night, whether this is you trying to work on self and do some shadow work. You know that you started some shit, you got to clean it up now. Or, you know, maybe this is being projected towards you in some form or fashion, where it's like, damn, I can't sleep, I can't think. I'm having difficulty with talking, moving. I don't want to do anything right now. I don't know what to say, where to go about it. So, you know, it's kind of like, I always say Knight of Swords, it's like you don't want to see something. It's like literally this energy of wearing rose-colored glasses, and all the red flags look green with this person, but all they're doing is causing you hurt, pain. There's some form of rejection there, something that was revealed or shown to you. It's like, you know, let's say, for example, it's like this person's breadcrumbing you, but you don't want to see it, or this person is giving you a headache or causing you confusion, or they're not showing you the love and support that you need, but you're still like there. You know, you don't want to see it. No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to believe it. No, I really love this person, or I want to be with them, but you know what I mean? But it's like you're not getting what you want. You're not fulfilled. Full moon energy too. The full moon should have showed you if you're fulfilled or unfulfilled in a certain area of your life. And so some people don't want to move forward. They don't want to move on. But also too, this could be something that you can't see, like a delusion that you're unaware of. This whole time you probably were playing out in some type of delusion or illusion, I would say, in your mind, or it's really playing out. And now maybe you're just now finding out about it. But now what are you going to do? Okay. It's like, and the reason why I say that, like people don't want to do anything because you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. That's not wanting to take action. A confused mind does what? Nothing. Anxiety, doesn't want to take action. You know, maybe they're waiting on someone else to initiate the first move. You know, this is like you're unable to reach to a certain point in life within a certain situation that's playing out. It's not going where you want it to go. With that Seven of Swords in reverse. It's like you want to be successful. You could be embarrassed about how something's playing out right now, whether this is your own actions or whether this is somebody else's actions that are playing out. You know what I mean? And now you kind of have to deal with it right now, okay? Like I said, we're all facing some form of something, you know, that we got to deal with. If you guys watched my reading from earlier today, because we also have here Justice in reverse that came out as well. So we also have to really be aware of the severity of having the Justice in reverse. You're not seeking something, like some of you guys might be in a delusion or an illusion, or some of you guys just might feel like you know, you may actually really deserve an apology, or you may deserve some justice, and it's not coming out. Whether this is through like courts, legal papers. This is breakup season, so it's like you could be going through a divorce, or you could be dealing with child custody or something, you know, something to that effect. And it's like hard to deal with right now. Like it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So that could be playing out for some of you guys if it's really in the legal system or the courts and things of that nature with that Justice card in reverse. Something's unbalanced. Something's not playing out because this is Libra energy. So something's not fair to you in your eyes and the way the situation's playing out, whatever aspect that is. This could be at home life, work life, best friends, lovers, you name it. It could be anything, okay? And this also could be affecting your financial forecast or your foundation in some form, because you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is like not wanting to see a cycle over or dead. You know, we're supposed to be creating new cycles, right? Doing new things and having new experiences. With all this retrograde energy, we're forced to kind of go back. Everything's going backwards. So if you are a person that's working on yourself, here comes maybe other people coming back in the mix while you're trying to elevate. It's like people coming back in trying to bring you down, you know, and you're trying to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, I don't even want that. Like, what? You're an X for a reason. Last time I checked. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of energy. So some of it is like, you know, This is literally means divorce. This literally means breakup. Okay? When the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, this literally means, like, I should just separate from this person. So you might be thinking that you need to separate yourself from people, places, and things at this time. This full moon could have revealed that. And also these planets that are in retrograde right now could have revealed that as well. Okay? So on the flip side of that, on the lighter side, this is you actually taking action. We do have the 8 of Wands here. So this is someone definitely taking action on what needs to be done. This is you going forward, upward, and onward. This is having lots of passion for a person, place, or a thing, and you're just going. You're forging forward no matter what. It's like you got to do what you got to do. It is what it is. I got to move forward. I got to keep going. Whether you're dealing with a person, place, or thing, this is what it is, you know. And that's that. Think of that, this retrograde mixed with the full moon energy. This is like releasing. Hopefully you're not running from yourself or any situations or sweeping anything under the rug, because that's not going to be good either. Because this is also what this could represent. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully you're dealing with it in some form or fashion. Whether a person wants to hear you out or not, go look to the journal or write a song about it, or, you know, turn that pain into some form of pleasure for yourself. But put yourself in the fire to feel that emotion. Just don't stay there for too long, because there goes the delusion. There goes you going to vices. There goes you getting depressed, wanting to sit in the corner, wanting to be in solitude and not do anything. So you also have to have a nice balance and be careful of that. But you're on the move. This could be something coming towards you, or you going towards something. And if it's a person, it could be an Aries, Leo, or Sag, if you guys want to know signs. Okay. We do also have here you receiving a message, Page of Pentacles. Okay. And this is Capricorn. This is Earth energy. So, you know, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Pages bring messages. So this is you receiving a message about maybe you're going to receive some money, a paycheck, you know, maybe you got a raise, maybe you got the job. This is like good news, something about your financial forecast. Like, even if it's like a piece of the puzzle, like, okay, cool, we got that Airbnb for you. It's booked. It's ready. You know, okay, you got a driver. Okay, you got a stylist. Okay, your plane ticket is booked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be some type of confirmation in that sense, as far as Page of Pentacles. This could also be you exploring something, exploring an opportunity, okay? Being the higher octave and making sure you're just not signing a contract, and you're utilizing that Saturn energy mixed with the Neptune energy, and making sure you cross all your T's and dot all your I's before you sign a contract. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that as well. Okay. So, you know, some people may look at Page of Pentacles as like, you could be applying for something, like you could be applying for your LLC. You may just sign up for a course. Maybe purchase a reading. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could be anything. Or it's telling you to maybe tap into like some mentorship, or, you know, something of that nature that's really going to help you. It has to do something as far as the material possessions or material gain, or something with finances. Okay, because you do also have Knight of Pentacles here too, which is a slow moving energy. Slow and steady wins the race. You know, very slow, like taking your time with something. Like I said, retrograde energy, it's like that cosmic like going backwards in a sense. So this could have slowed things down. It's forcing us to slow down, breathe, really look at everything, see where everything's at, go beyond the fog and the smoke mirrors, you know what I'm saying, and really see the real for what it is, whether it's a people, person, place, or a thing. So that's accurate for that card to come out right now. It's kind of forcing us to do that, even though some of us may kind of want to like speed up the process on something, but it's really forcing us to slow down before we go any further. Like I said, before we have any more detriment as far as us, you know, trying to really speed up the process on things that we want to do. Okay, so we have to take our time and go slow. We do also have here the World. Okay, I like this card. So the World is like completing something. This is all about, you know, success. This is all about wanting to have a change of pace. This is all about completion as well. So we want to make sure that, you know, as far as, you know, this could be your performance and something that you're tapping into. Okay, so with the World energy, this could definitely feel like, yes, I'm finally making it. I'm finally, so like I said, this can be yummy energy too. Like you recognize everything that you are tapping into. It's not a delusion. It's not an illusion. Like you are on your right path. Everything's working out for you. Just more grand opportunities ready to come. You're like on the upper up. You're on the higher octave. You're rocking. You're rolling. You're like, bon voyage. I'm traveling. I'm out of here. Peace out kind of a vibe. This is you probably going on vacation, sipping Mai Tais, living the life. You know what I'm saying? You know, spiritually speaking too, you can also be content. You can be happy. You can be really good with what you got going on internally. And you can be at a good place right now in life. Okay? So that's the energy that I'm reading. It's pretty mixed, depending on whoever's watching. So it's a mixed vibe that we're all feeling here. Okay, so now let's go ahead, guys. I do want to get some quick oracles before I bust out the wheel. These are, this is the Ancestor Oracle. That's what it's called. Messages from the ancestors. So let's go ahead and dive into this, and then I'll do the wheel and do individual signs. So what do we have for the collective? Oh, Neptune's retrograding. What do we have for the collective? And this one, it's always like only barely a couple cards come out. Ooh, I like this. Perfect card to come out. So we have sound, we have musician, okay? So that's in the mix of the Pisces energy, right? Pisces is all about the arts. So it's really like forcing us to make sure whether this is just a hobby, whether it's an outlet, or whether it's like literally trying to create something from the ground up. Hey, Queen Bean. Thanks for tuning in. Whether it's creating something from the ground up, this is like utilizing your gifts, your talents, your skills, using that Pisces energy for your betterment. You know, let's say you were just the person on the block just doing everybody's hair, putting in all the weaves and the wigs and braiding people up. You was doing it as a side hustle, and now it's like you probably made enough money. It's like telling you, okay, use that gift, talent, or skill set to go a little bit further, go a little bit deeper. When we can mix in that Saturn energy, get disciplined, create a business out of it, get some business cards flowing, you know, use word of mouth marketing and all this stuff, like really like up the ante. Maybe even start with a small office space or something like that, or revamp the space that you have right now and turn it into a little mini salon or something like that in your garage or something. You know what I'm saying? And with the sound, it's kind of like, you know, this can also pertain to communication, the things that we're listening to, right? What are we putting in our mind? Who are we listening to as well? You know, making sure that it's whenever I say sound advice, like it's someone of substance that has the right idea. They're like, oh, you know, it's like someone you listen to and you're like, you know what? That's a good idea. Okay, I never thought about it like that. You know what? I'm gonna actually try that. Someone having sound advice. You know what I'm saying? But this is also too, like, maybe tapping into that spiritual side of Pisces, listening to them frequencies, sound bath healing, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Getting tuned in, tapped and turned on that way. So I like that. We do also have Earth. I like this. It's kind of like low-key, like water and earth. Like, because we need to stay grounded as well, right? Making sure whatever ideas we have and we're not on fantasy island, and we're grounding ourselves and bringing it down here, making sure that we do, you know, this is like you seeing a crush, you have a crush on somebody, making sure you're not you hauling it and marrying it and getting the kid in your mind and really ain't nothing playing out. Like you're not in a delusion, like, wait, bring it on down. And that's that Saturn energy. Well, Neptune and Saturn are in Pisces. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring it back to reality. It also says life giver too. So it's like making sure that you're not like overpouring yourself. Pisces are so empathetic. They're so loving. They just really want people to get it and be happy and, you know, warm and fuzzy and be loving, but there can go, you know, the missing the boundaries and things of that nature. So it's like that life giver kind of an energy, like they can really boost people up, but then it's like, are they taking care of themselves? So it's like you can be that too, but just also make sure you're doing the self-care too. So just some cute little reminders. Love it. Now let's go ahead and bust out the wheel. I don't know why everyone loves the wheel. This is the famous wheel. So if you guys are new, what I do is all signs from Aries to Pisces. Okay. You can pertain it to your sun, moon, rising, or the ruling planet of whatever sign it is. Or wherever you have that energy in your houses. Okay. I just feel extra thirsty lately. Like, what is going on? You know what I can do, you guys? I can also do like the black light on this too. Let's kind of, you guys want to see what it looks like? Because these cards are dope. Hold on. Is it plugged in? Yeah, it's plugged in. Let's do the Tarotstology portion. Let's see if it'll play out. Okay. All right. Oh, jeez. Okay, guys, so I'm going to do all signs, Aries, Pisces. Let's go ahead and give a little quick shuffle. If anything's resonating, guys, don't forget to give a thumbs up. You guys can comment down below. Let me know you're live. Appreciate. Yeah, we're only, what, hour and a half? Okay, we're good. We're going to use the Spirit Cosmo deck. You guys know this is my favorite deck right now. So let's get started. Okay, all Aries, report to the stage. Where's Selena? Didn't Selena say she was an Aries? Okay. Aries. Sun, moon, or rising. What is the message for Aries? And I'm just going to see what comes out. Damn, I didn't realize how late it is. Okay. I'll do like a whole shuffle through and see what comes out. So, Aries. Damn, you have the wheel in reverse. Okay. You also have 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, can you guys see how the cards are playing out? Hold on. They're like glow in the dark. Ooh, looks a little mystical. Let's move this over here. That's a little bit better. So with this energy, guys, okay, as far as Aries goes, something is not, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, something may not be playing out exactly how you want it to right now, okay? It can be taking like a slow turn. Remember, Jupiter is in the sign of Taurus right now, so it has to do something with your material gains, material possessions, or something that you're working on as far as your financial forecast. It's like something is like you're working on something or working towards something, but it's taking maybe just like a little bit longer for it to come through per se. You may see things happening. It just might not be happening at the rate that you want it to go or as fast as you want it to go. You may have certain obstacles or challenges that are coming up, that are coming about as far as how things are playing out for you. Like you might have a real good day and make some real good money and everything's a good vibe and it feels great. And then boom, later on you face like another hurdle or a challenge that comes. You know, so that's really all that's like happening, and you're starting to see where's the reciprocity it's missing. You might not have the right support or enough support or something like that as far as Six of Pentacles in reverse here, okay? People might be saying certain things to you that you don't agree with. This is Mercury energy. It's also, it's like you might be hearing, you know, you might not hear what you want to hear. What does this look like? Like, this is me going live, for example, and you might see some trolls or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate tarot cards or something like, you know what I mean? Something like that. So, you know, this has to do something. It's got to do something with your money, your finances, or something you're working on. Whatever it is you're working on. Maybe you own a business, or maybe you're learning a skill set, or you're tapping into something as far as trying to gain some opportunities in your life, but you just have to really take it a little bit slow. Now with these retrogrades, maybe it's kind of forcing you to go, like, take your time when you're taking action. This is Knight of Pentacles energy. It's also Virgo energy. Look at the small details of everything that's carrying out with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Really look at the small details. Maybe there's something that you're not seeing, or maybe this is you having to fine tune whatever it is that you are working on. Maybe you're going too fast. You need to like just breathe, really think about what it is that you're tapping into, how you want to execute it. So use this retrograde energy to kind of look at all, you know, everything that's playing out for you, because this is all like literally pentacle energy. It's got to do something with your material possessions, your finances, something you're working on, a gift, talent, or skill. And you're taking action, like I said, because there's Leo on the other side of this. You're taking action, but you could be taking some slow action, because you got to see that, you got to look at the details of everything. Like looks like, let's say for example, you have this cool idea, you have a t-shirt business, you also, you know, you write poetry, or you do music or something. It's like you're dabbling into many different things possibly, and maybe you have to slow down on a couple of things, or maybe you have to eliminate certain things, or maybe you have to come up with like a tighter schedule or something so you can execute, or it's as little as that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're talking about dealing with other people, it could be a slow moving energy, like a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, that could be coming towards you possibly as well. If you know what I'm saying? They're taking their sweet little time. Or it could be a situation that's playing out not in your favor. Like I said, there's no reciprocity within it with that Six of Pentacles. It's not an equal give and take. Okay. Taurus. Let's see what we have for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. What do we have for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh. That one wanted to come out. Okay, Taurus, so we have Nine of Chalices in reverse. Very deep. This is Pisces energy, by the way. Something has been revealed to you, Taurus. I feel like you're disappointed, you're sad. It's like you feel the pain of this disappointment with the Nine of Chalices in reverse. Whether this is something that was revealed to you. It's like you had this big wish, this big hope, this big dream. I don't want to say it's an illusion or delusion. Maybe you thought in your mind something was going to play out a certain way, especially when it comes to your emotions. So normally, who can take a toll on our emotions? Well, people that we love and that we care for. So this could be whether kids, family members, if you're in a relationship, this could be even you, like your own emotions, like something coming to the surface that you have to deal with, and it doesn't feel good. Okay, It doesn't feel good. And so you're kind of in that mode right now. Oops. And with the King of Wands in reverse, it's like, damn, like, it's like it kind of threw you off, right? It kind of threw you off. It's like, here you are, you're trying to make something for yourself, you're trying to be somebody, you're trying to do something, you're trying to go somewhere. 1221. So, and you're trying to really get it together, and here goes this tower moment. I don't call it a tower moment, but here goes this someone like really, you know, this is you like dealing with your emotions right now. You're feeling real sad about a situation, whether this is with something that was revealed to you during this full moon, and now you're forced to kind of deal with it and feel it. You may have been feeling this since Cancer, is the sun is in Cancer right now, but now that we have Neptune and Saturn retrograding in Pisces, something like something hit, because this is also on the flip side of this, the opposite energy of this is Cancer. With this Leo here. So it's kind of like you're forced to feel something that you may not want to go through. And now you have to take action. But I feel like this is the alchemy. It's like use that energy to fuel it and put it into something that you love. Deal with it, handle it, don't sweep it under the rug. Turn that pain into passion. King of Pentacles. Okay? Really kind of get it together in that form or fashion. Okay. So I like that this came out. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, okay, you want to do me like that? Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna take action and work on my passions and do what the hell I want to do and go make my money. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come up from this. Whenever something is taken from you or something gets swiped away or you have some type of realization about something, there's always a window or a door that's open on the other end of that. 9 times out of 10, I'm just saying. So that could be happening for you. Okay. This is your energy, Taurus energy. So this could be you, or this could be a Taurus coming in, or it could be a Capricorn or a Virgo coming in. This could be money coming in. This could be a new opportunity. This could be a new job. This could be you just like getting yourself together, you know, through all of this, like making sure you're straight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's that. So let's go ahead and move forward with Gemini. Let's do Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Is the light too dark, you guys? Or are you guys like, should I just do a little? I feel like I kind of like it like this. Okay. I could go even darker, but hold on. I'll just turn it on. Okay. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury. Oh, Gemini's got something to say. Okay, I'm going in order. Yeah, there's you have 7 of Swords in reverse, some type of deceit that's playing out for you here. Like I said, these planets, it can be very revealing of some things that's not turning out in your favor here. Some secrets may be revealed, some hidden truths may have been revealed. It's like you see the other side of whatever's playing out for you. Ooh, look at that. So it may have to do with something of your love matters, because this is Venus energy as well. And it's also, yeah, it's an Aquarian energy too. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or, you know, you could look at these cards however you want to, but you know, you guys, I read for you. I can't read anybody else's energy. But as far as for you, you could be dealing with this. This could be your energy that you're playing out too. Like you could be in your mind, and now the way that somebody played something out in a situation that you're dealing with, you could be wanting to be sneaky, but you don't want to be, or you don't want to be private. You don't want to not talk, but you may be forced to, because you're like, oh, this is better than me saying anything right now. Or you could be transmuting the energy, but something deep is going down too. Now, you could be We also have Nine of Pentacles too in reverse. It's kind of like thinking that you have this wish come true and it's not happening. It's like you put so much time, so much energy, blood, sweat, and tears into something. You know, that's that Nine of Pentacles. It's like, you don't want to be single. You know, in the upright, Nine of Pentacles is like this beautiful, single, you know, confident, sexy person. And it's just like, with that reverse, it's like, damn, I really don't feel that anymore. Like, I really want to have, maybe you're a person that maybe you wanted to be with somebody, or maybe you want to get married and have kids and whatever have you. You know, you're forced to look at the details of everything right now in your life. Like, are you being disciplined? Like, are you loving on yourself enough? Or are you giving yourself all the love that you're giving to somebody else with that Venus energy? Because you have Saturn here. Are you being disciplined? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you really, in Saturn's retrograde in Pisces too, are you making sure that you're taking care of you first? Okay, look at all the details of the situation that's playing out right now. Okay, I feel like you're going to come out of this good because you have the Sun card. So this looks like you saying, you know what, I'm probably going to do some shadow work, or saying some affirmations, you know, looking on the brighter side of things, trying to stay optimistic, trying to be in a better lighthearted energy, letting the inner child play, making sure that you're working on self and you're healing your wounds. That way you're not projecting. That way, you know, you're not an illusion or delusion. It's like getting rid of all of that, right? You might be using this Sun and Cancer energy to really help you with that. Hold a little empathy. You probably can look at somebody like, okay, I'm working on myself. Maybe it is me. Or you could be saying, you know what? They just probably need to do some shadow work. I'm just going to remove my energy. You know, however, whatever's playing out for you. But I love the sun, that the sun came out. This is you like respecting yourself enough to know if you know you got yourself in some SHIT or not. You know what I'm saying? And then dealing with it and holding accountability. And with these butterflies here, it's like having that death and rebirth, or that, you know, cocoon, moth to cocoon to butterfly energy. Freeing yourself from the pain, freeing yourself from just doing the opposite of, you know, what you want to receive. Getting out of that energy, you know what I mean? You just want to be happy, you want to be loved, you want to feel safe, you want to feel secure, you want to be nurtured. Sun energy, right? You could be looking to people that nurture you, or you could be nurturing yourself. Making sure you feel comfortable and safe, and, you know, all that yummy, all those yummy vibes. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Cancer came out fast. Cancer is working on single, sexy, and free. Honey, there goes the Nine of Pentacles in the upright this time. Cancer's loving life right now. They're sticking to the script. They're making sure they cross all the T's out of their I's. They're taking their time to work on self, work on everything. This is you like putting all the blood, sweat, and tears, and you're looking at everything. You're like, yes, everything's working out. Everything's happening for me the way that I want it to, or it's just playing out. You know, this is everything on the up and up. This is like everything worth it. So it's like you're really about to close out on, this is like no more being broke. Like you're about to be, you know, as far as like your financial forecasts, you're about to have some money coming in. You know what I'm saying? Consistently, on a consistent basis. You're already starting to maybe see it. This is being abundant as well. Like people are showering you with gifts and things of that nature. You in the receiving mode of material possessions and all of that as well. This is you also still continuing to really look at things with a magnifying glass and making sure, you know, this new beginning is going to keep pushing through for the long haul. Like you don't want to be a one-hit wonder with whatever it is that you're tapping into. Because you do also have here, look at that, Five of Pentacles came out, more money. So utilizing your creative gifts and talents, okay, to make the money. So what does this look like? This might be whatever it is that you're working on, or whatever your gift, talent, and skill is. It doesn't feel like work because it's something you love to do. It's like literally you being you. Now, this Five of Pentacles, in the midst of that, you might not have everything right now, but in your mind you do. You may not physically see it or have it. And in the midst of you gaining these things, you might be losing things too. You know, some people might be leaving you out in the cold. Some people might want to just string along just because they see you might make it or something like that. They want to be a part of it or so, what, you know what I'm saying? Whatever energies that is, that could be low-key that Five of Pentacles. So Taurus doesn't like change. This is a Taurus card too, so it's like having to change and having to deal with it. She's like on her knees, low-key like praying in a sense. So this is like having to deal with whatever's playing out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are changing. You know, especially when it comes to material possessions and things of that nature. It's like you losing a car, a job. It's creating all these obstacles, but take it as that Saturn testing you to see how bad do you want it, Cancer. You know, be patient, Temperance card. Everything's coming. You just have to be patient and just stay consistent and disciplined in the midst of it all. Because this is Sagittarius energy. Freedom will come because Sagittarius like to be free, right? You just have to be patient. Okay? Walk in gratitude. You know, when things around you are looking like a war zone, just make sure you're like, you don't catch any stray bullets, you know, be like Neo, be like boom, 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 like, you know what I'm saying? And be patient with yourself. See, look, she's like riding the horse and she's almost there. You know what I'm saying? Look at this look at this realm back here. It's like you're going up. It's a good deal for you. Just be patient. Okay. And that's utilizing that retrograde energy. Be patient. You know, make sure you look at all the details. That's, you know what I'm saying? Go slow. So let's move on. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Leo, okay. So Leo, we're on a healing journey. Okay. You have the Star card. So Leo, we do have Mars, Lilith, and Venus in your sign right now. So this could be you like front center stage. You may not want to be, but it's like you're forced to. And so when you're forced to kind of do something, it actually elevates you because you're either going to build more armor for yourself. It's kind of speeding up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're an introvert, but it's like every situation you tap into is forcing you to be front center stage. This is actually provoking the change within you, and it's that catalyst for you to bloom and blossom. So this probably, in the midst of you being forced out of your shell, it's invoking healing within you. Okay? And so with this healing, it's like that can cause you to not be so in your mind and not feel like with that Aquarian energy, not feel like you have to, like you're the weirdo. You know what I'm saying? It's like really coming out of the shadow, really coming out of the shadows and being front center stage as you're supposed to, right? And with that Six of Pentacle energy here, this is Taurus energy as well. This is like, look, someone's like helping you up. There's people that are helping you along the way. You know, this could be people you're meeting online. This could be mentors. This could be counselors. This could be friends. This could be yourself, your higher self, listening to your higher self, you know, like you telling yourself in the mirror, like, you got this, you're beautiful, you can do anything, like, like telling yourself affirmations, healing affirmations and things of that nature. And I feel like you're also realizing, like, who is there for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to be there for me during this time? I think that's really important for you to see, because you know, when we're at our worst, you really see who's there and who's not. You'll remember that. And so now that you're probably on the up and up and you're getting better and you're healing through everything and, you know, closing up those wounds and turning them into scars and doing your thing, it's like you're probably starting to see who's really uplifting your spirit, you know? I like that. We do have Page of Swords that came out in reverse, though. So this is maybe hearing something you don't want to hear, or this could be you. Like I said, you're going to recognize people that aren't really there for you right now. So this is you. Block, ignore, like, I don't want to talk, like, get off my phone line. Okay, like, I don't want to message you back. I don't want to call you back. Like, no, I'm not sharing any of your stuff. Like, this is you, like, you know what I'm saying? I see what you did there. Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. Just like a Leo. But that's good, though. Sometimes we got to remove people, places, and things in order to elevate. Especially if they ain't helping in any form or fashion as far as like mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? You got to get them out of there. Okay, Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. Everybody's in their feelings. I'm just saying that right out the gate because this is Pisces energy. This is crazy. Look at that. So Virgo, we got Queen of Wands. So you guys are going towards your passions. This is you not being so in your feelings because Pisces is the opposite of Virgo, right? I mean, Pisces and Aries. Pisces is next to Aries. So it's like you, whatever you are passionate about, if you do feel anything, it's more towards your creative gifts and talents and skills. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you have a love for, you're taking action on that. So this can look like you working on your business, or going towards, you know, a certain stature at your career, like working really hard, something that you just, you know, whatever creative gifts and talents that you have, so you could actually be utilizing this energy correctly. I like that, taking action on it. But we do also have here 9 of Chalices, which is that Pisces energy. In some form or fashion, you could be forced to feel something. You may have realized that you love yourself even more so than ever. You're like more confident in carrying out the things that you need to carry out. You know, you feel love, you feel good. You could be receiving it. You could be dishing it out. You could be going super deep. You know, this could have been shown to you during this full moon, could have been illuminated for you depending on what house it's in for you, how everything's playing out for you during this time. You're not afraid to tap in, tune in, and turn on, utilizing that mystical Neptune energy and that Pisces energy to tap into the spiritual side of it. You're probably not afraid to do so right now during this time, despite whatever anybody's telling you or whatever they're saying. Page of Swords. You know, anybody could say anything, but you're really going to go deep with it, and you're going to dissect it and break it down and build it back up and put your own little finesse on it. Whatever it is. It could be, you're like, nobody can tell me a pipe dream right now. So I like that. It's kind of, you go full-fledged on you. You're going hard on yourself, and you're bringing in the breakthroughs, whether it's mentally, emotionally, and whatever it is that you're tapping into. It could be physically, you know what I'm saying? Like you actually physically taking action. This is you like having ideas and taking action on it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you might even be calling a spade in the midst of all this stuff. So you're working with the elements very well here. You may even receive a message from a, this is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Some type of news coming in for you. Somebody may want to say something. Or it could be an email, a text message, a phone call. Oh yeah, Libra. Libra, sun, moon, rising. It does not feel like 12:40 in the morning. I swear to you. Well, ain't got nothing else to do, so why not? So, Libra. Ace of Chalices in reverse. Is there something that we're not loving right now? Do we have to go a little bit deeper with some situation here? I feel like you're forced to go within on something because you also have 6 of chalices that came out as well. It's like you're forced to go dive deep into something. This could be like healing a childhood trauma, or you've been in something for so long, you could be forced to look at it or deal with it or feel some type of emotion about it, and you may not even want to go there. I don't think you want to be in your emotions right now, Libra. So look at this, 9 of chalices in reverse too. Yeah, you don't even want to visit any old feelings or any old triggers, or don't run. Okay, this looks, to me, this looks like escape energy. This is Neptune energy all over. Scorpio energy too, like going real deep, hiding. Libras, you kind of tend to be private anyways with your own personal life, but you'll know everybody else's business on the block. But you're forced to go within right now, and it might feel uncomfortable is what I'm seeing here. So just be careful not to fall into, you know, depression or vices, or, you know, and be the escape artist that's sitting right here with all this emotional water energy. Okay, so just be careful of that. Next we have Scorpio. So Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Oh, I have to make sure my phone's not dying. Oops. All right. So Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Damn. Okay, Scorpio. So, Page of Pentacles. You could be on the road to exploring something right now as far as your passions, things that you want to do, whatever you want to tap into. You could be trying to be on this mission of, damn, what do I want to do? What do I want to tap into? Where do I want to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be exploring that, learning something. This is you tapping into buying courses, or just even watching like YouTubes or TikTok University, whatever. Hey. No. Whatever it is that you're trying to tap into right now with this Page of Pentacle energy. Okay, this is Earth energy. You're trying to, maybe, you know, this is everyone right now kind of coming up, trying to come up with ideas on where to go, what to do as far as bringing in the stability, building the foundation, making sure you're secure. Okay, you want something to grow. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you're tapping into. In the midst of all this, we do have your card that came out. You could be definitely going through a transformation in life. This is like death and rebirth. This is like, I want to kill off the old version of me and really just kind of start fresh, start over. It's never too late. Don't ever let anybody tell you it's too late. You know, you can always find some way to turn a new leaf as long as it's for your betterment. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's good for everybody, right? So deep transformation. So it's kind of like saying goodbye to old friends, patterns, behaviors, ways of thinking, morals, values, beliefs, deep transformation. So you're literally forcing yourself to go within. This could also be playing in an 8th house as well. So there you have that, but that's your energy. You are within your energy right now. This is you kind of like, also too, it could be you just, you know, getting more intimate with yourself, you know, finding out pieces of you, finding pieces of you that went missing or that was shattered, putting yourself back together. This could also be, you know, getting closer or deepening, you know, those intimate connections, possibly utilizing this energy. We do have 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you've been thinking that you haven't been putting any time into certain things. That like this is like looking at missed opportunities. Thinking of all of that. This is that retrograde forcing you to kind of see, you know, were you on Fantasy Island or not? So I feel like this is you literally knowing the areas where you're not fulfilled right now because you didn't put in the discipline or the effort or the structure, or, you know, this is you seeing that kind of playing out, you know. It could also mean that whatever it is you're tapping into, maybe things are just moving so slow that you're not seeing anything kind of sprout or grow at this time. Okay. Stay focused, stay disciplined. I feel like this is kind of, maybe you're just so focused more on self, and this transformation that you're going through, it might be a little heavy for you to even start on talking about financial forecast stuff right now. So moving on. Sag. So Sag, sun, moon, or rising. How's everyone feeling? Damn, the Ace of Chalices popped out when I did that. Sag, sun, moon, rising. Let's see if it comes out again. That'd be funny. So this is first, second, third. Sag. I feel like Page of Wands, you're trying not to be in your emotions right now. At all. Whatsoever. Like, you're not worried about being in love. You're not worried about if someone tells you they miss you or they love you. Like, I feel like that's not even a priority, whether you're getting this or not. You know, like, it's not a priority for you, whether you're receiving the love or not. Love notes, love messages. I feel like you're not initiating that because you're just on this mission right now. You could be on a mission, or you could just be working towards something, taking action. Okay, this is literally you in action. Knight of Swords, playing chess, not checkers. Really looking at things from both ends. It's like how I see this right now. I don't know why this is the first thought that came to my mind. You're like, you know what? I do want somebody next to me, but they got to be into the same things. And then it's like, but then, you know what? Screw humans. I don't care about them. I'm trying to build myself up. It's like that Gemini energy that's coming out in that Knight of Swords. It's like you kind of see both sides, and you might be going back in your mind back and forth. But you're just still trying to be realistic and practical with that Taurus energy too. Above. You know what I'm saying? So it's that fight in your mind. And you think about it a lot. Knight of Swords. You'd be like, damn, why am I by myself? Why am I alone? You know what I mean? But then you're like, screw that. Like, I got things to do. I got a mission. I got things I want to carry out. So this is you, whether you're thinking of love and relationships, or this is you like thinking of ways on how to bring in. This is you like making dreams a reality and really thinking about them constantly. You just want to have grand things, like great things happen for you with this Nine of Swords. But there could be people around you that's draining your energy, or this could be you draining your own energy, restless, tired. You know, depending on how it's playing out for you, it could be anything. It could be people, it could be your health, it could be anything that's kind of draining you right now, however that looks for you. But I feel like you're trying to be methodical about the moves that you're making. But it would be nice if there was, you know, actually true, genuine people that are in your corner to help you out. Because it can be frustrating for you on whatever mission you're on right now. All right, let's do Sag. That is so weird. It's like I'll have like a certain amount of likes, a certain amount of people, it'll go down, up. Like, what is going on with YouTube? I don't understand. I really don't. These numbers are weird. It's weird. It's really weird. Okay, Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. Man, you came out fast. You're like, I know what I want. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. So, yeah. You know what's up. Page of Swords. This looks like you telling people what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you're going to make a move. Like you're focused on having positive breakthroughs for yourself. You know, I feel like you're not too worried about anybody else during this time. And if you are, like, it's like, you know, it's like your family's good, you're straight. Ten of chalices, like you're thriving in that area with whoever you're dealing with, like as far as intimate connections, like kids or your lover. If you have that, like they're good. But any outsiders, you're like, I ain't got nothing to say, really. You know what I'm saying? This could be people wanting to come in and talk to you, wanting to say something to you, like kind of grabbing your energy, but you want to like dead a cycle. It's like you end an old cycle and you're coming in with new energy. Like you're trying to be on this new journey. This is Pluto energy coming in with Pisces here. So, you know, Pluto likes to really, it's like you breaking down those old structures and buildings, morals, values, and beliefs, and just really like coming into like a new form of love, a new energy, a new vibe. Because you have all these ideas and all these things, but some things could be hindering you sometimes with this Two of Wands in reverse. It just stayed an idea and it died as an idea, you know, based upon maybe having too much on your plate, or maybe just having the idea, but you got to take care of Tom, Dick, and Harry over there, or your kids, or whoever. It could be a lot, you know. So we have to make sure we use this Mars energy to actually take action and things that we want to carry out and things that we want to do. So you have to be aware of that. Okay, so I feel like this is just like new beginnings for you. Whatever oppositions or anything anybody's trying to throw at you, whatever stones people are trying to throw, I feel like you're just ignoring it and you're just moving forward. It's like, this looks like too, like you had an idea with somebody to start something and then, nope, sorry, not gonna do it anymore. Like they showed their ass. Next. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Or you had an idea to go work with somebody and then just no. Or maybe you were passionate about something before and then you figured out, oh, this is a delusion. And now, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be playing out in so many different ways. All right, so let's do Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Aquarius. So Aquarius, first card to come out was Four of Pentacles. So Aquarius, right now, you're more focused on building the home front. This is you like making sure you go to work, making sure you take care of your business, staying in your own lane, you know, like bringing home the bacon, you know what I'm saying? Doing all those domesticated things. And also at the same token, having to remove your time and energy, or being stingy with your time and energy and money right now. Four of Pentacles. It's like you want to be, you know, you need to focus on building up your own energy. Also, Four of Pentacles can represent having to be around other people that can, you know, that you can get energy from. I'm not calling you an energy vampire, but it's like you want to be around people that uplift your spirits, of course. But I feel like this is more yourself, like knowing that you need to remove your time and energy from people, stay disciplined, use this Capricorn energy, okay, to take care of your duties, responsibilities, and obligations. What does this look like? Sometimes you may have to remove people, places, and things from your life, right? Because you could be in your feelers. Okay, you could also be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but you can also just, you know, more Cancer energy. You could be using the Sun in Cancer energy right now. You could be very deep and emotional right now. You can feel a lot of things right now. You could also be discussing this with a Gemini right here, okay? Utilizing the intellect, having emotional intelligence right now. Making sure whatever it is that you're feeling is, you know, it's not an illusion or delusion. So So I like that. It's like, you know what you feel, but then maybe I might not be able to express it. I might not be able to tell everybody, you know? So this looks like some type of loss or something that you're going through, some trial or tribulation with this Tower card here that you're having to deal with. And it's forcing you to pick up the pieces from the rubble and rebuild life again, rebuild everything again, in a sense. And with that, this is that Mars energy, you know, Mars. It's like you have to take action. It's something that you didn't know was going to happen. It's just happening, and you're having to deal with it, kind of a vibe. And we're all facing some form or fashion, some kind of Tower moment in life. You're not the only one. But I'm just saying this is very prominent for you. It's like a big thing that you have to deal with. Like, it's a life-changing thing for you, since the card actually came out on your sign. Some type of life-changing moment here. Okay. So yeah, it's just keep using that emotional intelligence, that intuition kind of energy, that, you know, emotional intelligence, right? Gemini, Cancer energy together, because Gemini energy may need to come in with that Cancer, you know, to keep you straight in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So use that Sun and Cancer energy right now to really help you get through whatever it is that you're tapping into, Aquarius. Okay, whatever situation that you're faced with right now at this time. That way, everything can work out in your favor, you know? Tower moments are never fun, but sometimes they happen, and then we have to deal with it, but be more solution-based about it instead of the woe is me, you know? All right, last but not least, we have Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. First card, Hermit. Pisces, you are in a space where a lot of planets are probably playing in your house of Pisces. If you're a Pisces, well, you got Saturn and Neptune in your sign. So I can see why you want to go in Hermit. This could be you just being all mystical and spiritual and just wanting to be like, you know, researching, soul searching, going within, taking time for yourself, being in solitude, not wanting to share your energy, or being stingy with your time and energy as well, in some form or fashion with that Hermit energy, right? Being in your own bubble, you know, looking at the details of it all. You know, you might be going back to the drawing board or researching some things or looking some things up too when you're in Hermit mode. Okay. Card number 2, 7 of Chalices. Yeah. So there was some opportunities as far as, you know, you may have been you might have had passion or felt something for a person, place, or a thing. And you're maybe looking like not all opportunities are good opportunities. You're probably well aware of this. And it may have happened during the moon. That was probably revealed to you. This is that Scorpio energy as well. So it's like something deep could have been revealed to you that you probably have to deal with. 7 is a spiritual number as well. So, you know, it's like having all these cups and each cup has something different to offer. So it's kind of like checking all your offers, and maybe that's what you're probably going back to the drawing board, is seeing, okay, this didn't work, this ain't working, so now I got to do something different here. I got to reevaluate here. You know, you could be doing that. Yeah, and then making sure that you're alchemizing the energy, and actually this could be fine-tuning your friend group, or, you know, work buddies, family members, making sure you're working with people that you guys can come together and celebrate life, and making these changes and utilizing this Cancer energy, right? And you guys all coming together, conjuring up. I like this vibe. So I feel like it's just like you picking the weeds out of your garden, seeing what's unhealthy, what's not good, what's not a good opportunity, what's, you know, because something could be pulling your heartstrings. Even if something that you're working on, it's like you could have been lost in an illusion or delusion working on something for so long, just to find out now that it's not working. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything. I'm just trying to throw some scenarios out there. So So I'm going to do like a bonus card for everybody. Let's turn this back on. Well, actually, what time is it? Oh no, we're way over. Never mind. I have way too much energy. I'm gonna go transmute and do something else. So thank you guys so much for staying tuned in, tapped and turn on. I'm about to go do the timestamps for this video. So I hope you guys love the spread. I hope you guys love the video. And don't forget to go to the other video that I did today as far as the reading as well. Click the bell. Make sure you have subscribed. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. And I will see you on the next one. Love you. Peace.